Another big weekend of sports awaits us, and we'll start right here in Edmond, USA. The undefeated and 11th or 13th ranked, depending on which poll you look at, Central Oklahoma Broncos host their annual Hall of Fame game on Saturday, taking on head coach Adam Durrell's alma mater and the team he once head coached, the Northwest Missouri State Bearcats. The Broncos look to remain undefeated Saturday at 1 p.m. The Broncos have are 4-2 and have won 4 straight and lead the series all time versus UCO 9-2. However, UCO has some recent history on their side against the Bearcats, as the last 2 games played in Edmond ended with Broncos victories. From one undefeated team to another, the Broncos volleyball team is looking to extend their program's best start as they make another trip to Missouri. First to Merrifield Mo to battle the Northwest Missouri as well on Friday. The Lady Bearcats are 9-6 on the year and 3-2 in conference play. That game will start tomorrow at 6 p.m. Then it's a trip over to St. Joseph, Missouri to battle a very solid Missouri Western team, who is receiving votes in the latest AVCA poll. That game will take place on Saturday at 2 p.m. UCO soccer is in the middle of a 4-game homestand, and the last 2 games will occur this weekend. Starting tomorrow for a special Friday matinee game between the Broncos and the Fort Hays State Tigers. The Tigers entered the game with a 5-2-3 record and are recently coming off a draw to Emporia State. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. Then on Sunday, the Broncos will host the Nebraska Kearney Lopers, who are 4-2-4 and haven't won a game since September 20th and are 0-2-3 in their last 5. Game time is set for 1 p.m. at Tom Thompson Field. To the high school ranks, as all 4 Edmond schools will be in action facing district opponents under the lights. First, we'll start off with the undefeated Deer Creek Antlers. They face a Moore team who started at 4-0 before losing to the buzzsaw that is Bixby 49-7 last week. Speaking of Bixby, that's who the Edmond North Huskies play. The Huskies have dropped their last 3 after starting off the year 2-0. They lost their game last week to Deer Creek 55-24. The Bulldogs of Edmond Memorial will travel to Canadian County to take on the feisty Yukon Millers. Memorial is coming off a 35-7 victory over Edmond Santa Fe. Yukon is coming off a loss to Broken Arrow in the 9-1-8. Finally, those 2 teams I just mentioned, the winless Santa Fe Wolves, host the Broken Arrow team this Friday night. Broken Arrow sits at 2-3 with 2 non-district losses. All games will kick off tomorrow at 7 p.m. Elsewhere in the state, the Great Migration begins for Sooner fans as they'll take the trip down I-35 to Dallas this weekend. After a bye week for both teams, the Sooners and Longhorns meet in the Cotton Bowl for the first time as Southeastern Conference members. Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers is expected to start Saturday's game after missing the last 2. 5 of the Sooners' top receivers are not expected to play again. Jalil Farouk, Nick Anderson, Andrel Anthony, and Jaden Gibson are already out for this game. The 2024 Red River rivalry game will kick off Saturday at 2:30 on ABC. To the Diamond, 4 games were played yesterday, 2 Game 3s and 2 Game 4s, with 1 team advancing to the next round. We'll go chronologically, starting in Detroit Rock City, where the Tigers beat the Cleveland Guardians 3-0 for the second straight game. The Tigers take a 2-1 series lead and have a chance to close out the series tonight in the Motor City at the top of the hour. To Queens, the Mets are looking to finish off the Phillies in Game 4. We fast forward to the 6th inning. Philly up 1-0, and then Francisco Lindor hits a grand salami 398 feet and secured the lead for the Mets. And they never look back. The Metropolitans win it 4-1 and advance to their first NLCS since 2015. Then over to Kansas City, top of the 8th inning. Giancarlo Stanton up to bat, and Stanton hits a Jimmy Jack, sending this ball into the night sky over the left field fence for the lead, and that would be the game. The Bronx Bombers win 3-2, and the Royals are in a must-win situation tonight in Game 4. Should the Royals win tonight, the series will go back to the Big Apple on Saturday for the decisive Game 5. Finally, in the classy city of San Diego, wait for it, the Dodgers dominated the Padres to force a Game 5, and it started off with this Mookie Betts home run into left center field. And from start to finish, it was nothing but Dodgers as LA takes this one 8-0. Game 5 is the final game of this series, and first pitch is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Finally, Week 6 of the National Football League kicks off tonight, and viewers are hoping for this week's Thursday night game to be as thrilling as last week's. It's an NFC West showdown in the rainy city of Seattle, where the San Francisco 49ers will take on the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams are coming off bad home losses, with the Niners losing to the Arizona Cardinals and the Seahawks losing to the New York Giants. Kickoff is set for tonight at 7:15 on Prime Video. Now, Jeremy and Shanice, the Broncos football game is this Saturday, and it's going to be an exciting watch. I hope all of UCO is there at Chad Richardson Stadium. I know I'll be there. Will you guys be there?
Yeah, I plan on going to cheer on the Broncos. I'm excited.
I'm super proud of our Broncos, and the fact that they're undefeated is so crazy. I'm definitely going to be cheering them on.